Hi, it's Bethany. I want to tell you today about a project that my wife and I have been doing during this quarantine, or as we call it, queerantine, process. We have been taking snapshots of various outfits, looks, corona looks of the day, every single day. Initially, this project started with me taking pictures of various body parts that I have historically, growing up, had some internalized ableism that made me really feel a sense of self-hatred, really wanting to disassociate from my body, this kind of thing, really wanting to change my body and hide my body. So I was taking pictures of my legs, which I'm getting comfortable with by looking at them more. The scars on them are intense, and they reflect a very traumatic period in my life, getting a surgery. So this began just as a way to highlight the disabled beauty nuances of my body as a response to the intense eugenic discourse that is proliferating society right now around corona, the virus, the novel virus. So COVID-19, in terms of its treatment and in terms of who is dying, is really an embodiment of the system of eugenics, because certain devalued people of color, poor people, aging people, disabled people, have been denied things as simple as testing and treatment. And it's heartbreaking. And included in this whole experience, we've been having this revolution, right? We've been having finally this moment where white people are waking up to the gruesome violence by police to Black people throughout this country. And I want to add that there's really no graceful transition between talking about the intense civil rights moment that we are in right now. And what I just really want to point to is that all these Black feminist scholars that I've been reading, like Dorothy Roberts and Patricia Hill Collins and Bell Hooks and Angela Davis, they have been instructive in terms of how to look at these numbers of people who are dying from COVID, people who are being excluded from treatment. And our one case that was really the definition of eugenics that made the news was a case in Austin. It was a Black disabled man whose wife recorded the doctor saying that he did not have a quality of life because he's disabled, and so they starved him. This is what we're talking about. This is why when we talk about Black Lives Matter, it's important to think about where all the places they matter and all the places where there are extreme medical disparities. And disability and racism, ableism and racism, they are similar power systems in that we're both perceived as disposable. We're both warehoused in institutions and prisons because we don't want to be seen by mainstream culture. But the history is not the same. The torture is not the same. And I just really, I think it's important that white people start knowing the names of these people, start making this real. And I have been critiqued for years for talking about eugenics as though it's still happening, but it is. There's a case with Ashley X who was forcibly sterilized, and now we're seeing people who are dying. And in a response to that, I want to celebrate the very thing that is being killed off. And I hope we have a progressive election in the fall so that we can stop letting people die. And I want people to learn how to love disability. And so I practice it every day with these Corona looks of the day. And I want you too to learn how to practice love disability with me. So anyway, every day I dress in a different outfit. And I have a fairly substantial closet or collection. My clothes are rather small as a woman who is 3'8" or 3 foot great. I'm a dork. So I have a good amount of clothes, even though my body has changed sizes quite a bit with stopping drinking and consuming all of those empty calories. So it's interesting to play with my clothes and rework them and style them. And what's been exciting in this Corona looks of the day, I and my wife have really embraced this as our sort of pandemic project. You know, instead of making sourdough bread or organizing everything, which I have done that as well, we are working together on an artistic project, and it is really a wonderful chapter in our love narrative. And so that is exciting. This is one of the Corona looks of the day, so we're going to start giving you just a little bit of a background on each Corona look so that I can tell you what it's like to style myself as a disabled person, a little person, as well as a person who had no idea how to do makeup, aside from learning, just like my millennial friends, through YouTube University. I have watched so many makeup tutorials, it is ridiculous. And so has Sarah, my poor wife to a beautiful, fabulous femme. So today's outfit it's a sequin party dress that is more of a cocktail dress. So it is traditionally for, it would be for an average size woman. It's a small. And for a regular average size person, a typical, not regular, an average size person, this would be falling around the knee. So it's a flirty, cute dress. Whereas for me, it almost hits my ankle. My ankle. So it is a fun dress, and today we're doing a sort of professional look. So I added a black blazer that I like. It's stretchy, so I can actually push my wheelchair in it, which is really important. Most blazers really don't give room for moving, so wheelchair use is pretty hard. I highlighted my love for sexual health with a fabulous condom pen, which I truly love. I really highlight sexuality through my necklaces. I'm either wearing a Love Crave, which is a vibrator that Sarah bought me, which she had engraved with a love note, or I wear this 3D printed clitoris, which a friend of mine in the sexological community gave me. And additionally, as I said, I've been learning how to do makeup. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what I've done today. I have been wanting to do a cat eye since I was in my early 20s, and I'm about to turn 40 next month. So this is a tremendous breakthrough and absolutely ridiculous, but makes my inner young person very delighted. So today I did, trying to sort of echo the colors of this rainbow dress that changes colors all the way down. I have a purple winged eye with a bright pink base coat, foundational color, transition color as people call it. And then I took a little bit of teal to reflect this part. And I did that a little bit under the eye and along the cat eye of this. And this is all Urban Decay, which is one of my favorite brands, because I started my journey with makeup in law school, and it was highly inspired by a friend of mine, Latrice, who was friends with Latrice Royale, the fabulous drag queen that was on RuPaul's Drag Race. And so my makeup is over the top intentionally, but I love a good pigment. And I want that. I want colors that pop. And Urban Decay serves that with deliciousness and also with good politics, because they are cruelty free, and that's really important to me. So yeah, I am just learning how to play dress up, and we're going to give you a few of these every day and tell you a little bit about styling. But first lesson is short dresses are long dresses for me, and it can often work. So, yes, thank you.